Hello YouTube, Alan back with another gameplay, and this one is Shinobi on the Sega Master System, and this is going to be a response, in essence, to myself. We'll get on with it, and I'll talk while I'm playing. That's the whole name of this gameplay and commentary thing. So we're taking on Ken O in the first stage. So we play as Joe Musashi or something like that, as aka the Shinobi. Now, recently I played a game request for Cyber Shinobi for Blue Tonic 78. But Cyber Shinobi isn't the best game going, and I couldn't help but feel that it was a poor representation of a Shinobi game on the Master System. So I said, I can't leave it there. In other words, I'll be back. And crap. Now, Shinobi may not be an exclusive to the system, but it's a far better game. So this is the very first Shinobi game ported from the arcade. Some tweaks. It's not as hard. You now have a life bar up in the top left corner which you can extend. In the arcade I'm pretty sure it was one hit kill, so you know, gotta get your quarters and all that. It does have the dual plane mechanic, so you jump up and down between the two planes. And the idea is to rescue these kids who are hostages. That kid can get me life up. And get to the end and defeat the evil Z organization guy. So you can fire your shurikens, or when you get close and you press attack, you use either a kick or a sword or whatever your short range weapon happens to be. Now, to a certain degree this game is pattern based because the enemies repeat. But I would say that's actually a good thing. It enables you to prepare and learn, and yet it's still very fair. As long as you take your time, you can progress relatively easily, I would say. There's a few places where the difficulty spikes unfairly, but it's overall it's a very balanced and polished game. Personally it's one of my favourites on the system. It's not as fast maybe as Shinobi 3 or Revenge of Shinobi. It doesn't have that more fast action feel, but it's just so well designed. Now we go into the bonus stage. I'm not a massive fan of this bonus stage. It's bloody hard. Auto fire ahoy! It's about the only chance to do this in my opinion. I rarely ever do this without auto fire. So back in the day I nearly never got magic because the prize for completing the bonus stage is to get some ninjutsu magic. To be fair, it's a very impressive effect though, you know, with the ninjas jumping towards you, you know, different sprite scaling. It has a look of sprite scaling, not that it is. So I got 2 rope magics, which I actually can't remember what they do. So back on to stage 2 of Ken. It's Ken-O stage, not to be confused with Ken from Street Fighter, of course. Those guys with the shields, you actually have to wait till they throw their boomerangy sword thing. I notice the guy climbing the wall has a certain Spider-Man-y appeal to me. This is tricky. See, I took out my sword there because I upgraded it in the last level. And your upgrades and everything carry through from level to level. But one death and you're back down to your base stats, so that's pretty harsh. You know, it feels actually like a shooting game, you know, where you've got all these power-ups and you're starting to kick ass, and then one mistake and you're toast. So I didn't mention actually with the magic, the first magic in the power meter is in the top screen is flashing. That means I can use it, which I don't really need to now. But you can't actually use your magic straight from the get-go in a level. You might also know, if you've seen the Cyber Shinobi gameplay, the status bar on this screen is a hell of a lot smaller than that one, which took up a ridiculous amount of screen, probably about a third. There we go. And in comparison, I'm moving so much smoother through this game. Now, obviously I've played it before, but it's just better balance. You don't have, you know, the controls, while they're not very fast, you know, it's not fast action as I mentioned, but the response of it seems very fair. Uh-oh. So sometimes I muck this guy up. Basically, he's going to throw fireballs, go underneath them, and throw daggers in his eye. There we go. 4 shots and he's dead. Of course, I didn't mention at the time, but apparently I upgraded to daggers, throwing knives or something instead of shurikens. So there we go. That's stage 1 complete. On to stage 2. And this is Black Turtle. I wonder what all that writing says underneath. So the baddies are coming thick and fast in this one now. This was also probably the cheapest game I think I got for the Master System back when it was still my primary gaming system. You know, obviously today... Oh crap, that was a silly mistake. Obviously today you would expect to pick up games fairly cheap for the retro platforms. But when these were new, you know, they would have been 30 quid. And I don't know what it is with this telly and this cable combination, but the purple buildings, they strobe like nuts. And that's... I don't remember that from back in the day. I certainly don't remember it on the CRT TV, so I suspect that's a... Oh, that's a game fault. Or that's not a game fault, that's a TV fault. And I upgraded to the bouncing bomb, which can be quite useful, but also kind of crap. You know, it depends on the circumstance. The thing is, when you upgrade, you can't go back. So, you know, it may be wise to learn which hostage gives you what power up and avoid them if you don't want them, because, whoa. Oh, you see the way I stood there for a second? That was me preparing to use my ninjutsu magic? Oh, damn you. So you could, it's like you know, what's that thing about the dam busters there with the bouncing bombs. So there we go. That's level 1 cleared. Rather odd colours. Oh, well, it would be if I go to the exit. And I've forgotten what I was saying. Why does this always happen? I'm in the middle of a story and then go off on another tangent. And Tony's not even here to distract me. But I was saying about the price. Back in the day, I actually got this for a £5, £5 Irish. And I couldn't believe it, you know, I mean, I wasn't going to turn up a Master System game at that price. Now, I wasn't paying mad prices, you know, like you pay today, 60 odd quid, but no. Even with Turbo Fire, it was no good. He got me. And probably say, you lose. Or it says something to those effect. Yeah, you failed. I know I did. But, yeah, so I couldn't believe I got, you know, a game for the Master System for a £5. And then on top of it, it was a great game. Of course, it was an earlier game for the system too, so I take it they were getting rid of stock. But suits me down to the ground. I won't complain. Oh! Now I'm very low on life. I will very possibly die here. Bonus stage. That's not what I really needed. Please be life. Oh, 1,000 points. Great. That was pretty stupid. I thought I should have died from that too, but apparently not. So when baddies are lying like that, it's actually probably better to have a throwing knife or something, or better yet, the gun. Oh, I thought there was someone that was going to drop down on me for some reason. All very ninja-like, you know, stabbing him in the back. Although I don't look like a ninja, do I, with this getup? You know, this brown and blue combo. It's not your average ninja getup. Certainly in the later Shinobi games, he looks a hell of a lot more like what we'd expect a ninja to be. There is a full health power-up in this level, but I can't remember where it is. Life max. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. For ages as well, when I got to this level, I couldn't figure out how to proceed because I couldn't find a place to jump up. It was just to the right of where you get the life max. But if you didn't know that, you'd be quite stuck. Because unlike the other levels, you can see the 2 planes. In this level, you can't. Ah. Nice. 2 for the price of 1. Oh, and I've upgraded to the gun. Brilliant. Oh, shit. I got shot in the head. Not so brilliant. So, let me see. Oh, and I've downgraded the sword. The thing is, I knew in this level that there was a downgrade power up. Or power down, I guess. And I still went for it. Good gun. But the gun is the main one. The sword, the short, you know, or the near combat weapon isn't too critical. Maybe I might use a magic power up in the next level. We'll see. I can't remember what the rope does. It probably freezes the enemies. Oh, another bonus stage. Great. Another stage for me to fail at. And the thing is, you have to use your magic in sequence. So if you have, you know, if I was to say get some kick-ass magic now in this one, which is not very likely, I wouldn't be able to use it without using up my other two magics, which I knew wasn't going to happen, so it's not exactly a concern. And given that you have to kill 10 baddies enabled or before you can activate one magic, that's 30 baddies, so not going to happen in a single level. So we're into the kind of dock level, back to that strange purple buildings, and I think frogmen are jumping out of, yeah, there we go, off the water at you. And thankfully, for a change in video games, you can actually fall into the water and it makes no difference. There are later levels that are bottomless pits, and apparently now I just want to keep falling into the water. Tricky there with two. Well, it's just a case of taking your time. Oh! And actually waiting for the projectiles to clear you. The thing about the bullet is it can go through shields too, which makes it an excellent weapon. The most powerful weapon in the game, I believe. I do wish though when you got a life up that it refilled your health, but no, sadly not. I keep planning to use magic, but it's nearly harder to use magic than to just kill them with the ordinary weapons. So I guess if there's anything that doesn't work so well in the game, it's that. The magic is not remarkable. It doesn't feel like it's very important anyway, to me. So there we go, that's the end of level 5. And that brings us up, that'll bring us up to the boss, Black Turtle, which is a helicopter. Pretty impressive boss for the Master System too, I might add. So the idea is to shoot the nose cone of the helicopter, and people keep infinitely jumping out of the... There we go. So the best thing to do is just to go for the helicopter and forget the guys. There we go. Boom, down he goes. A little bit of slowdown, but given the size of the sprites and whatnot, it's pretty good. Especially for an early title. And you gotta remember that this came out way before the Cyber Shinobi, and it's a far better game. The graphics are cleaner, you know, there's no obstructive, you know, menu on the screen. They're nice and colourful, largely good colour choice, a bit questionable in that last level. Controls responsive, etc. Music's not too bad, but it does get a little repetitive. But I tell you what, when I was younger, for a $5, I was not complaining. Ooh, careful. I'm pretty much near as far as I'm going to go. I'll go till I'll go till I get stuck, essentially, which is... two can play that game. Haha! Oh. They're actually probably the most dangerous early enemy, those boomerang throwing guys. They always seem to catch me out. You don't really have to go up to both the planes at all. In fact, sometimes it can be quite the detriment. But I tend to like to save all the hostages, just in case there's a good power-up. Oh, that's not good. Well, that seemed to kill the green guy. Not gonna complain. Oh, go away. That was nasty. Oh, he's back. And later on, though, I do find there's some super fast jumping ninjas, and They're just impossible. Back to this bonus stage. Will I succeed? The tension is unbearable. No, I won't. The first one is the easiest, and after that it's fluke in my opinion. I guess if you remember patterns and you've good reflexes, and an auto fire doesn't, or helps, I guess, or not. I remember though seeing the "you failed" screen so often as a child on this game. Not my favourite screen in the world, I can tell you that. I like the little overview map too. I never actually mentioned that before, but it, representing where you've gone. Oh, can't get to him. Gotta get in close. Oh, this guy's tricky. Now, it'd actually be easier to kill him with the bouncing bomb, but I'll just wait for him to move away a bit. So I've also got a fair few lives totted up. 4 lives. I don't think there's any continues though. There is a level select that you can perform on the title screen. It's like press some button combination. The usual thing. Go away. That's not good. Oh, I've downgraded to the sword. Great. Chain is better. The problem with using the level select is that you end up with no power-ups, which of course makes it, you're not prepared. Oh. Damn it. Chain's got a good reach, so I should have just gone for it with him. There we go. 1,000 points. All that for 1,000 points. Whoop-de-doo. And some bonus stage. I gotta love the bonus stage. I really shouldn't bother, with nearly any of these hostages. But once I get the pistol and the, the chain, or the, one of the slightly better near close range weapons, just forget about them. Never use the magic. So handy being able to shoot through their shields, because they're always positioned where it's quite tricky to get them. There we go, another level down. This won't be a playthrough because I can't complete the game. And it's not for the lack of trying. I've been trying for years, but oh god, this is going to be a short one, I think. The third boss and then the last boss, it kick my ass. So if I get past the third boss, I can sometimes get to the end, but I can't defeat the last boss. And if I use the level select, I can't defeat the last boss at all. So yeah, it kind of favours you to go through on one life. Very arcade-like, I guess. So you keep all your power-ups, but that doesn't happen. So I should be able to do this level, and that'll probably be that. I mean, I'll give the third boss a go, but oh, you bugger you. And you never, outside of the end of each kind of world, so each case I think they call it, you don't get any of your health back other than through the hostages. So you really do have to, I guess, be careful and baby all your health. That's not good. He jumped down to the bottom level. Handy. Oh, no joke, great. Why? When I got the best weapons, do I bother? Pointless. In fact, it's a bit mean that they even do, that they do that they power you down. But oh well. I guess games back then were mean. So there we go, another level knocked down. And this gameplay is longer than, I guess, any of my Master System gameplays, and it's more to highlight. I felt after showing Cyber Shinobi, especially as it was requested by a person who likes Shinobi, but isn't as sold on a Master System. I just basically had to show a decent game. Now this boss I cannot do. Well, I've done the odd time, but it's basically you got to destroy all of these things before they crush you into the wall. And as you can see, they're getting bloody close to me. And I still have a lot of them to destroy, so... I can usually get down to the last couple and that's about it, but I might not even get that far because I forgot I was commentating. Oh, damn it. Oh dear, I'll give it one go without the power-ups just to highlight the difference, but I just won't be able to do it without the gun. Although sometimes I find that these are cheaper. I was going to say these are faster. It's a rather repetitive boss too. I mean, just whack, 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 you know. And it seems like such a roadblock, because the next boss is actually much easier. Oh, no, there we go. Oh dear. Well, we'll leave it there. I'll probably get killed in my summary once more. The stupid Mandara boss. God, it's been a pain of my Shinobi existence for nigh on 20 years or whatever it is. Because I actually got this, as I said, you know, late when I was kind of being sold off. But late, it was still a classic. So there we go, Shinobi. An absolute classic on the system. One of my favourites, possibly in my top 5. Even with this feckin' boss who's just closing in, bam, and there I go again. We'll leave it there with poor old Joe lying dead on the ground. But join us next time for something that hopefully won't be so fail.